You probably heard the saying that no reaction is the best reaction, and I cannot agree more. There's a power in not reacting, because the person who wants you to react, when you do that, they become aware of your weakness, which they can utilize and use against you. So when you do not react, you hold your power. We think that standing up for ourselves means being angry or aggressive towards somebody else, and that shows that I'm standing up for myself. But in reality, when you are aware of your values, your worth, your being, your power, you do not base your value and worth by standing up against somebody who is aggressive, manipulative, and has big ego, and you trying to justify that narcissistic person's behavior by being exactly that, by being angry at them, or by trying to stand up for yourself when they are being horrible to you, which would actually feed their ego even more. Because if you stand up and become aggressive to somebody who is narcissistic and who is aggressive, and you becoming aggressive by thinking that you are standing up to them, they will utilize that and they will become even more angrier, and then it becomes about ego battle. So you both are in space of battling each other through your ego, and nobody wins in that. Especially if you are somebody compassionate, kind, respectful, dignified, you will always lose in that battle, because you would have reasons. You want to make sense of things. When somebody who is narcissistic or who has ego issues, they would not want to make sense of anything. The only thing they want to make sense of is them winning that battle, and they will become angrier and angrier and disrespectful, and that becomes very terrible, damaging ways of dealing with somebody. The best way to deal with it is do not react, and by not reacting, you are not losing, actually you are winning, because you hold the power, you hold the control, you have this strong strength and resilience. Just because you are not reacting doesn't mean you are losing. You are actually winning. You are actually holding your power. You are actually saying that to that person, doesn't matter what you do, I am here standing strong, and I will always be, regardless of your narcissistic behavior, regardless of your toxic behavior. And that really allows you to stay in your power. That really allows you to respond instead of react. You can still stand up for yourself in a very respectful and polite and dignified way. You do not have to go down to their level, because regardless of what their position is and what their status is, if they're aggressive, narcissistic, toxic, they're actually energetically below you. So fighting with somebody who is energetically below you would not make sense to you. If you see a dog barking at you, you do not stop barking at the dog. Dog will bark. You do not have to react to every time a dog barks. This is how somebody who is toxic, manipulative, disrespectful, aggressive, you do not have to go down to their level. You can hold your power and your control, your emotions, and let them be who they are. A crazy person on the road will abuse you. You're not going to start fighting with them, right? You will ignore and walk and do your business, do whatever you are doing. You keep going towards your destination. You do not stop and argue with them or get angry, because then you lose your direction, right? How many people are you going to argue with? How many people are you going to fight with? Because it's a distraction. It's all distraction. Arguing, battling with people who cannot see their own path, who are blinded by their ego. And you can see your path, you know your destination, you know where you're going. If you keep battling every single person you meet, you will never reach your destination. And it's important that you reach your destination. You reach where you need to go, your goals and your desires. People like that who come and argue, battle, and throw things at you, be abusive, be terrible, be nasty, they're distractions. They are just distraction. They're distracting you from reaching your path, reaching your purpose. You do not allow them to do that because they are not worthy of your time. You do not allow it. You let them do their nasty things. You let them do their petty things because that is not your purpose. Battling or proving them that you are not bad or you're not a horrible person would be a waste of time. Absolute waste of time. They will not see what you see. So you might as well focus on what you see. And those people who are distraction, they will leave you if you do not react. But if you keep reacting, if you keep battling, if you keep trying to make them understand your point, you will be lost. Because people who wants to misunderstand you, doesn't matter how much you try, they will misunderstand you. Is it worth your time trying to explain to them that your intentions are right, that you're a good person, that you didn't mean to be this but you meant that? Is it worth your time? No, it isn't. Because in reality, those people only looking to misunderstand you, only looking to fight you, only looking to make you feel small. But if you don't allow yourself to feel small, nobody else can make you feel small. If you do not allow anybody to disrespect you, nobody can disrespect you. Because the power lies in your hand. That's why controlling your emotions and not reacting is so powerful. Because you navigate your life according to your choices and your response. When your emotions are out of control and when you allow your emotions to dictate your life, that becomes extremely challenging. That becomes extremely difficult because emotion changes on daily basis. Today you might feel angry at somebody or at something, or a certain situation, a certain event might make you really, really angry, and you make a decision to do something about that. But in 2 days' time, you might feel completely different about that. So if you dictate your choices based on your emotions, it will be very risky thing to do because your emotion keep changing. As they say, facts don't care about feelings. What is factual? Your feelings can fluctuate, but facts remain facts. The truth doesn't change. This is why you cannot base your choices in life based on emotions. And most of us do sometimes. I definitely used to do that. I've learned the hard way that it doesn't serve me. My emotion changes, my feeling changes on daily basis. If I base my choices on emotions, it will change every single day. This is why it's important to be aware the facts. If something and somebody is bothering you on consistent basis, maybe possibly it's the best thing to do is to let go of that situation or that thing or that person. So when you sit back and let yourself to be in your power, allow other people to behave the way they want to behave, but you stay in your control, in your power and in your values to really make your choices based on response instead of reaction, then you are a powerful being. You build a lot of resilience. You do not allow other people's behavior to make you offended. And that is powerful. That is great way to become successful in life and become successful in your choices, because you are not basing your decisions on your emotions. Another reason that you should not be reacting, because every time you react, you are actually feeding to the ego self and you are feeding to the negativity, because we only react when we get triggered, we get angry, we get annoyed, and we react. And what does that do? It adds to the drama, it adds to the negativity, and it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. When we do not react, we actually diffuse, we actually hold back, and we actually allow things to play the way they want to. And sometimes what really helps is whenever you feel this urge to do something, take a 24-hour break. Allow yourself to disconnect with it for 24 hours and see how you feel after 24 hours if you still want to proceed with that, if you want to do something about it, or do you feel different about it now after you've taken that 24 hours. I also think that it's really important to be aware, what is your higher purpose? What's your highest goal? Reacting to certain things in a certain way, the outcome you're looking for, does that serve your highest purpose, your highest values? Does that serve your purpose? If the answer is no, then there's no point of proceeding with that. So allowing yourself to hold back and see from a bird's eye view what is the right thing to do, and that will give you that power, that will give you that understanding that, hey, maybe it's not best to make any judgment or make any decision until you kind of see that, okay, this is serving my higher purpose, or this isn't going to serve my higher purpose, therefore I make different choices. I react or behave in a certain way, I respond in a different way. Because if we are aware of our purpose here is not to fight and argue with people. Our purpose and goals are to do what we love, what we are passionate about, what we are wanting to build. And if the focus is what we want to build doesn't require certain negative reaction or emotion, then we detach. We detach from that because it's not serving you. And whatever is not serving you, you do not need to react to it. So that's all I wanted to mention in this video. I hope this was helpful, and let me know what is the next video you would like to see, and I'll see you next time.